why do I think that this is caused by coercion? So I talked about the disconnect from self, and I think when you're disconnected from yourself, this is what makes it feel so much more intolerable to be judged negatively by someone else. So when I talked about the books, like how I loved fantasy books, but if you get a reward program that rewards you for reading as many as possible, you kind of stop indulging in what you like for its own sake. You start becoming reward based. A lot of the coercion that happens is about being liked, getting a star, not being shamed, not being othered, because that's the punishment part, that's the stick. So if we're always afraid of, we're programmed to be afraid of the punishment, we're programmed to be afraid of the isolation, the othering, the shaming. We are programmed to want the star, the approval, the smile, the nod. So it's not, we're not in touch with so much what do we want, what's going on inside of us, but it's more about I want more of the good approval that I've been trained to like. It's similar to the narcotic water in the rat experiments, wanting more of that narcotic water because that's all that's available. I mean, in the chapter that I wrote, I talked about there was another rat experiment done where this person added a lot of activities for rats and he called it Rat Park. And so the rats had options and suddenly the narcotic water was a lot less interesting. And so, if you have options for connection, socialization that isn't dependent on chasing the reward, you do these other things and you can have a more balanced life. And so, a little bit of rejection, it's going to count less. I'm not saying we like it, but if I know I can go over and hang out with my best friend and I'm going to be accepted and loved for who I am, then okay, I can tolerate the horrible person who yelled at me in the middle of the road or whatever.